Maligayang pakikinig. Ang talakayan ay patungkol sa makadiwang pag-aaral na ukol sa espiritual at pambihirang karanasan ni Ginoong Billy Edward Albert Myra. Paalala, ang lahat ng inyong maririnig ay base lamang sa naunawaan ng bawat nagbabahagi. Ito po ay maaaring may pagkukulang na maaaring mapunan sa susunod na pag-uusap. Sikapin po nating pagmuni-munihan ang bawat salitang ibinabahagi. Salome.
Alright. Magandang umaga, magandang gabi sa ating lahat. So, Salome, peace everybody. So, narito naman po kami sa panibagong talakayan patungkol sa makadiwang pag-aaral. So, this is introduction to spiritual teaching o creational energy teaching na ibinahagi ni Semyase sa planetang Era ng Pleiadian Federation. So, kasama natin ngayon si kaibigang Richie ng UAE.
Yours truly, si Richie. I'm from the Philippines, but currently I'm here in United Arab Emirates working as a nurse. So let's get it on sa pag-aaral natin sa introduction of spiritual teaching by Semyase. This is the part 3 series. So we'll start on the line 15.
That's correct. All right. Do you want to read it, Richie?
One moment. Ang nakikita ko dito is sa 16 siya, bro.
Okay.
Okay, sige. Yeah, simulan na natin. Line 15. The dimension of the inner within the human being are endless. The image of the creation, the spirit in him or her, the existence that is dimensionless, it includes all dimensions in it and transcends at the same time all dimensions. The spirit or the creation energy is the miracle of all miracles from which all power arises. But a miracle means use of the power of the spirit in fulfillment. The human being, however, takes a miracle as a basis for something for which he or she lacks all possibilities of a logical explanation. If a human being is happy, then his or her happiness comes from within. Because happiness is a self-created state, but happiness is never a location. Joy comes from the inner of the human being, created from spiritual consciousness-based equalizedness.
Yeah, I think
Hence,
dyan muna tayo, bro. So, it's only 7 numbers mo na ang tapusin natin. And hihimayin natin siya based on, according to the creational teaching. Diba? And of course, we already, last time, we discussed about yung consciousness base, yung consciousness kamalayan ng isang tao. Ngayon naman is pinapatungkulan niya is yung mga dimension ng isang tao. Diba? But that, of course, we all know, dito sa number 15 muna, himayan natin, the dimension of the inner within the human being are endless. So, that's points. Diyan pa lang, medyo malawak na yung pwede nating puntahan. Yeah. Do you want any thoughts on this, bro?
Yun nga, medyo malalim siya. Maraming meaning ang dimensions yun sa kalooban ng isang tao. Maraming pwede nating ihalin tulad ang dimension is yung ang pag-iisip ng isang tao, paano siya mag-isip ng isang idea. So napaka-endless, napakadami niyang ways para mag-isip ng idea, lalo na sa sarili niyang inner world. Sabi nga nila, itong mga nalikha natin sa ating mga civilization is gawa to or product to ng malikhaing isip ng tao. So sa kanyang pag-iisip, ang tinitingnan niyang anggulo, hindi lang isa, kumbaga napakaraming anggulo. Kumbaga, sa anggulo ng isang paglilikha ng idea, kumbaga itong idea naman to kunyari sa pag, pag, pag-travel or mga bihikulo or mga sasakyan, kino-consider niya yung bihikulo na sabihin natin pang civilian, ah, pang military, pang pang sports. Marami, ang daming ano, kumbaga, iyan pa lang is sa idea pa lang ng transportation, sa land transportation. So, paano pa sa idea ng paglipad? So, ang dami, hindi lang sa nasasakop sa tao, kumbaga, pangkalahatan. Napaka-broad niya kasi ah, ang ano ng tao, ang idea niya is masyadong malawak. So, kung titingnan natin sa mga simpleng bagay, yun, maiintindihan natin na from simple idea, marami siyang pwedeng i-branch out. So, yun yan, ang nabanggit ko sa sasakyan, ah, meron ding idea na paano gawin siyang laruan para sa mga bata na pwedeng gamit-gamitin, na parang sa bahay, na sinisimulate yung race car na binibili ng mga magulang, binibigay sa mga ano. Tapos pwede rin gawing laruan na sa kamay, pwedeng gawing remote control. Kumbaga, ang dami.
Yeah.
So, it's endless, kumbaga, endless yung ideas ng tao sa pag-ano ng mga ganyan malikhaing idea. Yan ang pagkaunawa ko sa kanya. Yan ang unawa ko kasi lahat ng nagmamaterialize na bagay na nakikita natin sa paligid, nanggaling yan sa loob, sa isip at sa malikhang isip ng tao. Ikaw bro, anong pwede mong
Yeah.
i-share sa 15?
Aminis, dito sa ating pag-aaral, 'di ba? Because we are trying to find the truth, 'di ba? Naghahanap tayo ng katotohanan. Dahil contrary ito sa mga false belief at false ideas ng isang tao na belief based, 'di ba? Sa mga like other ideologies, philosophy, religion, something like that. Ang existence kasi ng isang tao ay hindi siya limited lang sa nakikita ng ating material na mata, 'di ba? So yun yung ano nakikita lang, masyado silang natatali doon sa nakikita lang na mata. So their conception or perception ng realidad nila ay nandun lang. Parang kung anong nakita ko, yun na yung nakita ko, 'di ba? Ang katotohanan kasi even our universe, 'di ba? Our universe is uh, ano siya, it's a multi-parallel siya o multi-dimensional siya, 'di ba? Hindi siya lang iisang kung ano nakita mo ay yun na yun, 'di ba? Although our naked eyes are limited also, even our instrument, even meron tayong James Webb Telescope is still limited pa rin na nakikita natin sa dimension. Especially yung inner ng tao, 'di ba? We discussed that na hindi lang physical body pala ang meron ng tao, 'di ba? That's only make up ng physical body natin. Like the body is made up of different elements like oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, calcium, and phosphorus. That's the dominant matter or elements na likha ang tao. And kung titignan din natin, yun din yung likha na mga elements na lumilikha din ng ating universo, 'di ba? Kasi kung titignan natin yung multidimensional ng universe, 'di ba? Yun din ang make up ng isang tao is it's made up to multidimensional existence siya. Hindi lang siya limited sa material eye. That's why ang pinahalagaan ng ating pag-aaral ngayon is ano yung nasa loob, the innermost being na that is endless. Bakit siya endless? It's because part piece siya ng creational energy o creational force o creational o universal consciousness, 'di ba? Or the absoluteness na bahagi tayo noon, 'di ba? Which is endless talaga. Which is that spirit na tinutukoy natin, the innermost self natin is contrary sa material body na napapalitan, namamatay, and that is spirit.
Mm.
It lives eternally, di ba? Which is endless. Yun ang
Yes.
kagandahan ng ating pag-aaral. Unlike sa belief base, okay, ito lang yung paniniwala ko, ito lang yung nakagisnan ko, ito lang nakikita ko. So their perception of the reality is so limited. And dagdagan pa ng mga half-truth, ganon. And they take it as it is, 'di ba? Nagkulang pa tayo sa pag-aaral ng masusing pag-aaral ng bilang ikaw na tao sa sarili mo. Yeah, but that's why they put limit doon sa kanilang pag-aaral, and then limit lang din yung perception ng kanilang reality. So, yun muna, bro. Maybe
Yes, yes.
you can add to that or something.
Yes, nabanggit mo nga yung part piece creation. Kumbaga, ang potentials ng spirit or creation part piece energy form is, if we try to look at the contact reports at mga writings ni Billy, is napakalawak ng kanyang mga potentials. It's like one of those topics na mention is having a timelessness. It has the power to access different spatial dimension from the past, present, and the future, given if that creation part piece is able to connect to the personality in the highest evolved form. So, ano niya, kumbaga parang ang lawak niya. So, isa lang yan sa mga potentials niya.
Yeah.
And then, apart from that is, yun nga, yung power ng kanyang wisdom and logic, it's unmeasurable. So, we only have a limited, tawag dito, grasp, because yun nga is, we are not highly evolved yet to understand everything, but we are given the clue, we are given the parang introduction about these things, that sooner or later, piece by piece, we will experience this and we will understand some of these things. So, hindi tayo nililimitahan, unlike sa mga belief based.
Yeah.
Is parang we surrendered our will to a certain dogma. Dito naman sa introduction to the spiritual teaching or creational teaching, is it's very broad. Hindi ka pinipigilan, parang inaano ka na piece by piece. You take the ladder step by step, and it will open many possibilities to understand the creational teaching with
Yeah.
regards to the dimension of the human being.
Absolutely. And the problem right now in this world, 'di ba, sa mundo natin, kung ganito ang perception ng isang tao na limited lang and one singularity na physical lang nakikita ko, ito lang. That's why they are so focused o hyper-focused sa material living, 'di ba? And they forget to sabihin natin, sabihin na lang natin na cultivate yung innermost self natin. That's why some people are just, akala nila, when they attain that material wealth or material ano nila, dreams nila, it fulfill their true happiness or true essence of their life, which is no, it won't, never ever na yung material, 'di ba, especially sa mga materialism, it will fulfill your essence of life, yung happiness natin, yung true happiness, love, peace, freedom, and harmony sa sarili mo. Those values, if you're going to base everything into materiality, yeah, or materialism, yeah. But of course, dahil nga rin sa maraming mga half-truth, 'di ba? And then, those belief system, they use that, parang there's something inner, 'di ba? There's something spiritual, spirit. And then they understand the half-truth of it. Some capitalism, religion, or philosophy or ideology, they use that to succumb or alipinin yung consciousness ng mga tao, right? Like, for example, okay, we need to create something spiritual, which is the associated into heaven and hell or something like that, or they put something na pag namatay ka afterlife, there's something spirituality beyond, di ba? So they put their own dogmas and stuff like that so that they control the masses, they control the people, which is opposite sa truth dahil those kinds of ideas, 'di ba, of their spirituality like heaven and hell are part of materialism as well. It's part of conditioning to control the masses, which is very sad because people they just believe what the authority says or yung mga gumawa ng mga dogmas like mga expert kuno something like that or they are the messenger of God whatever the authority in the on the church, 'di ba? So that's why people are been dumbed down. Ganon. So they're falsely educated, ganon, with delusions, belief, half-truths, and something. That's why, until now, our concept of spirituality is still based on materialism. Diba? Like, pave of gold, heaven na doon tayo magkakantahan, an endless joy, which, anything. Yeah, like, but the thing is, those are the false belief na ngayon, we are trying to, uh, inaalis natin yung mga yon kasi it's based on belief, 'di ba? Pero naghanap
Yeah.
tayo kung ano yung makatotohanan talaga. Kaya tayo nandito. Oh, what do you think about that, bro?
Yes, alam mo, may point ka diyan, bro, kasi dun sa mga critical thinkers about sa mga dogmas and belief, parang sinasabi nila na about the concept of love, the true nature of love, sabi nila, given this major religion belief na there's a sky daddy or a god overseeing the planet. Tapos pinapunish niya yung mga good, mga evil, and nire-reward niya yung mga good. Yung evil is they are thrown in the pit of hell or something na fire, lake of fire, and then they will be suffering for all eternity, garnishing of teeth. So may mga critics na nagsabi, sabihin natin they did a very heinous crime against humanity, and then all this God-seeing observer, meron ba siyang love doon na for all eternity nato-torture yung mga souls na nagsisigaw sa pain? Kumbaga, if that being is all perfect and powerful and ever forgiving na nangingibabaw yung pag-ibig, it doesn't make any sense na yung mga nagsasuffer doon sa biting hell for all eternity is crying out of pain. And then this one is this divine being looking at them. Hindi mo alam ano yung takbo ng isip niya, masaya ba siya doon? Because if you put in the perspective of a human being, na yung taong nagse-celebrate sa pag-suffer ng isang human being, kahit na gaano siya kasama, eventually, ma-overpower yung ano natin, yung magkakaroon tayo ng mercy kahit na gaano tayo ka-inclined na makitang mag-suffer yung pinaka-barbaric na tao sa history. But once nag-cry siya ng pain for all, sabihin natin for all eternity or mahabang panahon, eventually mangingibabaw yung pag-ibig natin na stop na natin yan kasi hindi na kaya ng psyche ko na makita na ganun siya mag-suffer because hindi naman ako monster or psychotic na I enjoy in the pain of my fellow human being. But contrary to the dogmas and beliefs of the major religion, yung God na sinasabi nila, he will watch these souls burning for all eternity, crying in pain, and then yung love niya will not move them to forgiveness. So sinasabi ng mga critical thinkers, sabi niya, maybe this idea of God is in the past just to control and struck fear on the people. Parang it doesn't make sense na we are preaching the absoluteness of love, the all-forgiving love, the mercy of love. And then with this divine being, na meron siyang exemption. So it doesn't really make sense. The logic really falls out.
Yeah,
Yun lang, yun lang, bro.
that's true. The reality and the truth, regardless kung anong pag ng mga tao, yung katotohanan, mananatiling katotohanan yan eh, and sa panghabang panahon, eternally, kasi totoo eh, and it has its own gravity na it doesn't need to defend. Hindi mo kailangan yung i-defend or something like that. Kasi mananatiling katotohanan because that's a natural laws, 'di ba? Yung creational laws, that's a natural laws. So yung mga dogmas, doctrine, false philosophy, etc., etc., those will change, 'di ba? Kasi magbabago palagi eh. And then yung iiwanan ng mga tao yun eh kasi hindi na siya relevant. So if you gonna go back to history, yung kung gaano ka-powerful ang religion that time, right now in this age of Aquarius or age of truth or knowledge, unti-unti na silang naglalaho eh because people are waking up. So our universe is also moving into different realm of frequencies, 'di ba? 'Di ba, like as human beings are changing, so people are parang nakikita na nila talaga yung totoong realidad, yung nangyayari ngayon, ganun. That's why, and then yung critical thinker, our science ay progressing, ganun. So that's why it's very important dito sa ating pag-aral. Even Figu, we always say that we don't believe, it's not based on belief, it's based on thinking for yourself and finding the truth to yourself for yourself. Diba? We should not be dependent to anyone, even including Billy or the Playaran or whatnot, o sino man yung tarpulana dyan. We should not we should not depend our philosophy or way of life to anyone. Kasi we are capable of finding the truth, diba? It's just something like open your mind to endlessness, diba? And possibilities. And then be critical mind kasi that's why that's the beauty of being creational being. It's the beauty of part piece of that creation because we are capable to grasp the truth. Basta gumalaw ka lang, 'di ba? Kailangan mong put an effort, 'di ba? You don't need to go to the church or you don't need to go to the one place ganon, magdasal ka, mag-meditate ka and that's it. Diba? We're capable to be creative. That's why we call them the creation energy. Diba? Become creative. We're the image. And number 16 dito, puntahan na rin natin. Sabi the image of the creation, the spirit or the creation energy in him or her, the existence that is dimensionless. It includes all dimension in it and transcends at the same time all dimension. Diba? So we are the part piece. We are the image of that creation universe. And that creation also is multidimensional. Of course, the creation being within us, which is the spirit energy, or what we call them creation energy. Diba? It's also dimensionless, meaning it's also timeless. Diba?
Yes.
So, and then, hindi siya parang ngayon, nandito tayo sa, which is the classical reality na present time, di ba? Yeah, you had that consciousness, you had that multi-existence. But your spirit also exists in different dimension and time, like past, present, future, near future. Nag-exist na siya eh. Di ba? Kasi from the beginning, that spirit is already there. You know? And when creation, when that's thing, nandyan na yan until the creation evolved to higher creation, which is, that's another topic. But what I'm saying here, there's something, with the part piece, the spirit or the creation energy that stays for long duration, diba? Which is not subject to death, not subject to any kind of pain, 'di ba? Like yung sinikwento mo kanina na garnishing of teeth or imperno na susunugin sila. No, it's not capable of destruction because it's a creative energy. So hindi siya
Yes.
nasisira, 'di ba?
Mm.
And that spirit continues to live on kahit na mamatay na yung physical body natin and our consciousness, 'di ba? Material consciousness. That spirit lives on. Na ito yung bumabalik, 'di ba? Of course, this
Mm.
falls into reincarnation of this creative energy in different dimension and different time, different era, and different personality wise.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you want to add something there, bro?
Yes, gusto ko lang dagdagan yung about sa dimension. So, yun nga kasi, this is another, tawag dito, excerpts from the material of Billy. Kasi yung consciousness natin, yung physical form natin is we're living from moment to moment. So we experience like yung classical reality na sinasabi ni Brother Renz is we see the reality as it is from moment to moment from certain lapses of time or period of time or spatial or spaces of time. Pag sinabing dimension is may mga isang ano diyan explanation is yung timeless ng ating creation energy, the spirit. So yung mga information na nire-receive natin from the beyond or from the timeless is magugulat tayo na, yun nga yung mga certain abilities natin to project information from the future or yung mga dangers na parang we feel something na that this is not right na pumunta diyan or something gano'n. It is one way of the creation energy giving us, a hint or parang parang subtle information kasi hindi niya puwedeng ibigay lahat. Ang mangyari kasi we will not, do our effort yung striving na sinasabi ni Renz na initiative na mag-strive tayo to do our part. So there is the clue na yung sinasabi ni Brother Renz that the creation energy or the spirit is timeless. So if we are sensitive enough uh, to to bridge the gap of that connection na tanggalin natin yung mga religious belief, we can have a good parang connection. Although there's the connection already, pero because of this irrational teaching and belief, yun ang nagba-block. Yun ang nagba-block para ma-perceive natin yung information. So information na yan is it's love, it's wisdom, it's knowledge, it's a combination of everything and then you will feel it na tama ba to or I should go from this way or should I make this decision or should I treat this fellow human being like that? Maraming from the ether, you will feel this information. So it's coming from the beyond, from the past, present, future. It's hard to explain, but that's from the information that we understand from the Billy material. So yun lang bro ang pwede kong ma-explain for the meantime.
Yeah, that's good. Maybe we can go to the different number 17. So the spirit
Yeah.
is the miracle of all miracles, from which all power arises. And 18, but a miracle means use of the power of the spirit in fulfillment. All right. Do you want to share your thoughts on that numbers?
Yes, nag, meron akong book na dala. Ito is book by Billy, The Arahata Darsata. So may explanation siya dito sa miracle. It's from page 176 from the verse starting 7 to 1. So ang sabi dito, a miracle would mean something unexplainable. But there is nothing unexplainable, for it would contravene all laws and recommendation of the creation. And the creation itself will thus deprive itself of its own existence. For how could it be existent as the creation if an unexplainable occurrence could appear over, under, or within it? But also from the viewpoint of you Earth human beings, miracles never appeared because also with you yourselves they would be unreal and contrary to the law of creation. For everything unexplainable to them, the earth human being inclines to clothe them in the designation miracle. Since he or she is dependent on religious irrational teachings,
His or her inclination with respect to this designation, moreover, lies in the divine. In the absence of true knowledge and true wisdom, and all natural explanations are lacking to him and her, and he or she seeks a solution in the imaginary, in the religion, in God, in any holy ones and holy places. He or she therefore places everything unexplainable to him or her into a designation miracle. So, yun nga sa akin, pagka-intindi ko dyan is, miracle is the suspension of the natural laws of the cosmos and creation. It is the surrender of the human imagination or the giving up of the human knowledge to something that is unexplainable. So, it's a very sad thing sa human being na because something na hindi niya may explain, he will surrender his wisdom and knowledge to something that is divine. Parang sinabi niya, I will surrender this explanation to a divine, to a God, to a deity. Parang mag-i-stop na yung progress ng evolution ng consciousness ng human being if yung attitude ng human is gano'n. If we look at history, grabe ang away ng church pati ng sabihin natin mga scientific community noon. So they were having a point dagger on their throat. It's either to accept the dogmas or flourish their findings as yung mga scientific findings nila. Because during those times, lalo na kay Galileo Galilei, parang sinasabi nila na, why do you need to question the dogmas of the divine using limited human knowledge? So parang talagang dini-discriminate nila or ina-undermine nila yung potentials ng humanity to think and to discover. Parang gustong sabihin ng church noon, ito na yung truth, bakit mo pa siya i-question? So it's a very, very sad thing kasi maraming namatay diyan kasi maraming nakipaglaban. And then although it takes a time before ma-realize ng church na they made a mistake. Kasi eventually, sabi nga nila, kahit anong ano mo sa truth, the truth is so powerful.
Yeah,
Kumbaga, the truth doesn't need human, but human needs the truth. So
exactly.
eventually, kahit anong takip dyan, kahit anong band-aid na ilagay dyan, eventually it will grow. It will
Mm.
outshine. Yes. Yung mga fake, it's like rust. Magra-rust lang yun eh, mga takip dyan. But the truth, like gold, it will shine everlasting. Kasi pag tinest mo yung dalawa sa fire, yung fire is time, panahon, itetest mo yun, yung dogma, pati yung truth. Eventually, yung truth, it will shine more. Yung mga dogmas, masusunog lang siya. So, yun na yung nangyari. So, eventually, it reached to a point in history na yung dogmas ng mga church hindi na suitable sa mga panahon.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. Everyone will confront the truth, to be honest. Lahat ng mga
yeah.
nangyayari dito sa mundo, like mga war, 'di ba? War, world war, pain and everything na nangyayari, kaganapan. It's all started kasi yan sa belief talaga. No, they
Mm,
create something wonders, or propaganda or
yeah.
mga miracles na people are so parang they really cling to it. They just forget to think, kaya ganyan. They just accept it as it is because it was given by their authorities or by their experts, according to the expert, blah blah blah. But we didn't question things. And then those
Mm.
truth tellers like Galileo, yung mga nauna sa nila, mga
Sila
scientists,
Bruno,
yeah, Giordano
yes.
Bruno, mga philosopher
Yes.
natin, Jose Rizal, ang pambansang bayani din nila. They're all persecuted. Even Billy, who's been assassinated 21 times, but he still survived the
Mm,
assassination. Diba? Because all the
yes.
truth tellers, o yung mga nagsasabi ng katotohanan, they're trying to put them down o alisin sa eksena, 'di ba? Or they try to kill them. Even Emmanuel, aka Jesus Christ, he was crucified sa pole, yung Y-shaped na pole, 'di ba? By the Romans because they are so scared of the truth. Kasi pag nakita
Yes.
nakita ng karamihan ng mga tao yung katotohanan, they will lose the control. They will lose yung, ako wala palang impyerno. Ay wala palang ganito. Mali pala yung propaganda na pinakalat nila. They will lose the control. Ayun, mawawalan sila ng control sa mga tao. Paano na natin sasabihin? That's ginamit lahat yan lahat ng ism sa mundo like capitalism, socialism,
Yeah.
o, even all the government and politics, they use that thing. They base on their fear. Ginamit nila to control the people. 'Di ba? So all that sabihin na lang natin na mga like Julian Assange who said like yung truth ng nangyayari ng war and terrorism of America. He was persecuted and indicted. What I'm saying here, all the truth tellers, 'di ba? They are executed sa umpisa, 'di ba? Some people died, some people also nag-succeed pero they had a difficult life. But of course, the truth will always be true, 'di ba? Yun na yung sinasabi natin dito na you don't need to believe in anything. Use your critical mind, use your creative power
Mm.
to unveil the
Yes.
truth and then the reality, 'di ba? Kaya meron kang binigay sa'yo the spirit, 'di ba? Is a miracle of all miracles because sasabihin natin meron siyang excuse me, meron kasi siya
Mhm.
na creative power. Pag sinabi natin creative power, it's a part piece of the creation. The makeup of spirit, it's all knowing, all wise. It has its wisdom, 'di ba? As long as we know how to connect ourselves or material consciousness to that spirit or creative energy na meron sa atin, 'di ba?
Mhm.
So, yun yung discuss natin. That's why we had a multi-dimension of existence. Marami tayong nodes of consciousness, etc., etc. Because kung mananahimik lang talaga tayo and we listen to our innermost self, it brings the wisdom, the true logic of uh, of truth, 'di ba? Kasi bibigyan ka ng
Mhm.
impulses the spirit
Yeah.
through your subconsciousness. It brings out the true miracles, and of course those people that doesn't understand dinedicate nila yan, oh, it was God, who spoke to
Mhm.
me or something like that, or it's the holy angel that leads me to this kind of way, blah blah blah, etc. No, it's the spirit within us, diba? Within you mismo na nandyan na yan since you are born, diba? 21
Mhm.
days, we know the 21 days the spirit creative energy will reincarnate, diba, into to our superior colliculus in our brain. That's why the fetus become awakened, 'di ba? That's the yung spirit. It's like an
Mhm.
energy or battery na sinasabi natin that awakens us and never die yung spirit na yon. Na those body, 'di ba? Until ma-reach natin yung certain age of like 100 years or something like that, that spirit is like a miracle because it provides its existence. Yan yung source ng ating power, source ng ating knowledge, wisdom, everything, because it has like a awakening energy, guys. It's awaken all that multidimensional existence ng isang tao. So doon pa lang we can consider it as a miracle, right? Because it bring life into existence, 'di ba? Creation into existence, 'di ba? So, and that is not a finality because that creative spirit also lives on, 'di ba? There's another uh after that death, there's another state of activity. There's another life in the beyond the material plane. Kung titignan natin. So sasabihin natin, it's really a miracle kung unawain natin sa ganoong konsepto, 'di ba? Not with not to associate with divine or something like
Yes.
that. Or holiness or holy. I don't know kung ano mga holy yan. Yeah, that's it, bro. Sorry.
Yeah, in connection to that, gusto kong bigyan ng audience natin na about yung the spirit, about ano yung sinasabing the power that must be harnessed to the spirit. So, babalik ako sa book ng Arhat at Ersata. Ito naman is page 100, starting at 310. Ang sabi dito, he or she must be instructed that this spirit within him or her stands higher than his or her material consciousness and his or her body, which should not be cared for in excess, for otherwise the consciousness becomes stunned and disadvantaged. It must, however, also be taught that the human intellect and the rationality do not embody the spirit, and that the necessary nourishment must be given to the spirit as well as to the material body itself. Because it is a brazen law of the creation that everything which lives an existence must be maintained with food and drink, the material form, whether it is of a material or spiritual nature. Material life form requires material food and drink, and spiritual life form needs spiritual food and drink, which are recognition, knowledge, truth, wisdom, and love. So, yun na nga, dun sa mga nabasa ko about sa mga contact reports and other materials of Billy, the utilization of this spirit power, it has to take a lot of effort. Yun nga is yung ang manifestation nito is mostly dun sa mga nakaabot na ng mga wish that they are able to influence and create life. Parang Jedi. So, paano ba maabot ang isang ganong klaseng title? It takes an enormous uh, work of knowledge, understanding of wisdom, and understanding of creation to understand the life, the energy, the force of everything that binds like the energy in every living and life form. So if you have reached that kind of technical understanding, then you will harness the meaning of the power of the spirit. So from there, you will see how powerful is the spirit. So before we can bago tayo makaabot sa ganun, we have to work hard. We have to work hard to understand, to gather wisdom, to gather knowledge, to gather technical skills in order to understand the meaning of life.
That's true.
Ikaw,
Um,
bro.
yeah, I mean, it's before yung nabanggit mo to attain that kind of evolution. Kasi yung spirit din natin kasi is ano din yan, nag-undergo ng evolutions. That's why it's continuous striving and expanding of that creative power or energy of that spirit. Para siya nag-expand. So to give our audience a little bit of background, that yung reincarnation cycle natin or repetition of our existence dito sa mundo, although that spirit is the multi-part piece of creations also subject to evolution. Ganun din ang ating creation universe is subject to evolution na patuloy. Hindi lang yung physical body na biology or something like that na nag-evolve. But of course, that spirit that expands its masses and its energy and creative power. Ganon. So that's why we are subject to reincarnation or multiple existence na it takes long, very, very long years. Ganon. So that's why yung mga spirit natin ay and some nag paulit-ulit lang. The good thing with the spirit, it only carries what is the essence or the quintessence of all quintessence, di ba?
Mm.
Yung binanggit natin last time, the quintessence of everything. Yung mga pinong mga knowledge, wisdom, kanon, those refined, di ba? Or pristine data.
Yeah.
Yun lang yung ikinikip ng spirit. That's why its power, it expand. Ganon. That's why we need a lot of experience. Like, you can be a king or a beggar in the next life, etc., etc. You can be like this. You can be a man or woman, something like that. Because you need a lot of experience. So that it bring back talaga yung tinatawag nilang pristine data or essences or quintessence. 'Di ba? na it will carry to your next succeeding personality or reincarnation. That's why some people that attain that level of tinatawag natin Ishwishhood or King of Wisdom or Queen of Wisdom, they had that knowledge or wisdom to parang nandun tayo sa ng detach the higher field of sciences or quantum sciences, something like that, or sometimes unexplainable sa mga ordinaryong tao, o less
Yeah.
evolved ang kanilang consciousness and stuff like that. That's why they project them as the divine or God, ganon. So yun din in history, yun din yung naisulat sa mga Bible ng mga Hindu, Christian, Muslim, ganon, na meron silang tinatawag na Allah, Krishna, Vishnu, or Shiva, Jesus Christ, Jehovah, etc., etc. Those figures in the ancient texts or Bibles ng mga religion are there all human beings also that attain that kind of level of consciousness and spirit evolution. Diba? That's why they understand the true reality or mysteries or miracles of creation universe. And one time, lahat naman tayo makakarating doon eh. 'Di ba? Makakarating tayo doon sa point na 'yon as long as we put an effort to our consciousness or material consciousness and spirit within us, to ano, uh, attain that level, 'di ba? Just put your time. We had plenty of time ganun to find the truth, knowledge, wisdom ganun. But of course, that's why it's very important also to look after all dimension of our existence kasi nga pwede ka ring, like for example, malos mo yung balance mo, 'di ba? And then you become degenerate God, degenerate wish or something like that because you lost your control or balances. That's why everything should be in balance, 'di ba? Like for example, we discovered the atomic energy, 'di ba? And the human beings are not capable to to handle those information and then that findings in science, and they use that into weaponry because they are lack of understanding of true reality, 'di ba? And they use it power for mass murder or pagpatay or weaponry or gera, etc., etc. Sometimes they use that kind of information. It's very dangerous to destroy uh, destroy some planets, to destroy the world, etc., etc. That's why if you are going to study the creational energy teaching or something like that, you also responsible to find a balance to yourself, 'di ba? Hindi porket na ano mo itong mga truth na nakita mo or yung mga findings mo regarding the truth, and then you parang hindi mo na siya gagamitin ng tama, 'di ba? You should use this information and knowledge into the right way for your own evolution and evolution of our planet also, and to help other people to evolve, 'di ba? Because that's we are interconnected as a human being, and don't use it for your self-interest and then distraction of other beings. That's why it's very important to find balance in everything. Yeah.
Yes, tama ka bro. Kasi alam mo naging addiction na ng humanity since nagka-acquire tayo ng knowledge about sa sciences. Ang naging addiction na lang nila is power and might. Parang yun na lang ang naging tama. Parang whoever has the might is always right. Kahit na mali yung ginagawa. Basta I am mighty than you. I am right. So, yun nga, pag-discover sa mga bagay-bagay, sa mga ganyan, sa mga enerhiya, ang unang iniisip ng tao sa ano natin is how will I use this as a might para everybody will fear. So parang pag may na-discover akong parang something so powerful, parang kailangan I will be exalted. Pag hinawak ko to sa kamay ko, it will be the scepter of control and people will be mag-o sila sa parang bagong discovery na to. In which na hindi naman dapat gano'n kasi ang ano naman kasi ng human is although we have this feat of discovery, this knowledge na we can discover things, the secrets of creation, the secrets of the universe. But it is not geared toward might and power. It is geared to unity, to oneness, to equalizedness. Kasi yun naman ang ano ng recommendation ng creation na naghihintay siya, and then parang ano tayo, parang children tayo na step by step nagbibigay siya ng recommendation. Pag may na-discover kang maganda sa creation, it should be it should be about appreciation. Ang nangyari, we don't appreciate it. We use it as a might and force to subjugate our fellow human being. In which yung mga na-subjugate naman natin na fellow human being, maghihintay din ng tiyempo na pag may na-discover akong mas malakas sa na-discover mo, gagamitin ko din, i-subjugate din kita. It is an endless vicious cycle na walang katapusan, na kailan ba mapapagod ang humanity sa ganitong thinking na might is always right. Dapat ang maging ano na nila is, I have to appreciate the wonder of creation, and I have to be in unity with my fellow human being. And we should fly together as one in discovering the wonder of creation. Ang nangyari, wala eh, parang ako muna. I will use the might and I will subjugate everybody. Gusto ko ako. So yun, naging selfish na yung particular person.
Yeah, that's
Yun
true.
lang.
Yeah, that's true. That's why we had a responsibility, di ba? Of course, self-responsibility is very important also. That we need to maintain our balance. We need to maintain yung ano natin, psyche, thoughts and feelings natin. That's why meditation is essential, di ba?
Mhm.
Those people na nag-aaral ng spiritual teaching, creation energy teaching, it's not the thing na ano yung makukuha mong information, 'di ba? Hindi yan yung parang feed me more
Yeah.
knowledge, to feed me more information, blah blah blah. But use that information na nare-receive natin kaya dito sa talakayan to better yourself, 'di ba? Kasi umpisa sa sarili mo 'yan eh. And then find the balance to yourself and learn how to apply it, 'di ba? You learn how to use it. Kasi hindi yung marami kang information or knowledge na nagagather but you don't know how to use it, 'di ba? Like, okay, there's a might of the thoughts. There's a power of our thinking, blah blah blah, or law of attraction, etc. Yeah, something like
Mhm.
that. So we can use that for our evolution and to help humankind also, and like a coexistence of for being to find the true peace, love, freedom, and harmony ng isang tao. Hindi like
Yeah.
for example yung mga information natin regarding science and information about quantum science, quantum mechanics, stuff like that. That's why it's not given muna yung like the force of energy sa mga tao because they know our spiritual evolution or creational evolution is not that yet, 'di ba? Hindi pa siya ganun ka-evolved. That's why sometimes
Yes. But,
an information na medyo ano na it touch the nature and universal laws ganito like the force of energy, it's still
yeah.
hidden to humankind, hindi dahil ayaw nang sabihin, it's because we are not ready for that
Yeah.
information yet, 'di ba? Because it
Yes.
can self-destruct us or ganun din sa information pala nito based sa mga based on my experience, 'di ba? Reading all the materials from Bailey, from the Pleiadian information. If you're not ready for this, and I mean, is take your time, 'di ba? It can be harmful to you kung di mo if you don't know how to handle this, 'di ba?
Totoo yan, bro.
If that's my based on my experience, because sometimes when I find the truth, oh, this is sounds right, this is true, logical, this is totoo.
Mm.
But and I have the eager to force this to other people. Oh, tignan niyo to, tignan mo to. Ito,
Mm.
may supply and share, eager to share this information, but I made a mistake that people's consciousness are different. The way they think,
Mm.
the way they feel are different. That's why don't really enforce that that's very strong word. So don't just missionize or do think na they will accept this as you accepted it. No,
Yeah.
They had their own time to find it, even your own kids or wife or something like that. No, don't force them. Yeah, you
Yeah.
need to find the truth to yourself, and I mean is unawain mo, intindihin mo, i-apply mo muna sa sarili mo, and that's the time they will see it through your actions that there's change coming.
Mm.
There's a change within you, and you find that happiness within you, and then they say, "Oh, what happened to you? You already changed." And that's the time you share a little bit of information, stuff like that, and then they probably find the change, find the truth also, because truth is everywhere. Hindi lang siya naka naka-base sa isang teksto o isang propeta or something like that. The truth from different universe and different world are the same. We are belong to the same universe. So hindi pwede yung reality dito sa Earth, yung universal laws ay kaiba doon sa universal laws sa era or sa the universe. No, it's all the same because they
Tama,
are
tama.
universal creation, universal laws nga di ba? Anyway,
Yung
well,
speaking of the natural law, yung common law na nakikita natin sa nature is almost every in the other worlds or other systems, it's the same yung laws and recommendation na ginamit para mabuo ang isang planet, and from that planet nagkaroon ng system, same laws and natural laws ang ginamit para magkaroon ng life form, and then from the life form para magkaroon ng balance yung predator, prey, plants and animals. The same natural laws ang ginamit na there's no overexploitation, may nagkokontrol ng population, may nagbibigay ng food sa mga animals, may plants na nagbibigay ng shade. So parang may form of love, symbiotic relationship, co-community, ecosystem thriving. So may mga laws na nag-exist that it makes it thrive.
yeah,
So sa mga tribe na yan, may mga animals na nanganganak, nagiging parents, and they will have bonding sa mga babies nila through a form of love. Tapos in-explain ng mga scientists natin in the chemical reaction, oxytocin. So it's the natural law. It's the same in the other planets, other system na may mga ganyang form of life, and as a structured system na mayroong form of organization.
yeah. That's why it's very important to study the teaching, the creational teaching, because they are studying of universal laws or creational laws. Because when we are as a baby or child that step onto adulthood talaga of our evolution, and then we're capable to travel in space and time and dimension, ganun. We need to use those principle that applies to universal world, universal universe, na when we goes there we know the directives, we know the natural law, ganun, ganun. So this is the future ng isang tao dito sa mundo, 'di ba? Now it's essential to study the spiritual teaching. Na this is not belief based, but it's according to the creational natural laws. Ganun. Anyway, we'll continue.
Ano nga lang nga bro,
Yeah.
ano nga lang nga bro, kung yung mga animals lang is makakapagsalita sila ng language ng tao, alam mo sasabihin nila na sumusunod kami sa creational law, and a human being kayo yung may conscious evolution, parang napapuzzle kami na you disobey and you destroy the creational law, and yet naiinggit kami, you are gifted more than us. So, kumbaga, ang moral lesson natin dito is if the animal kingdom, the lower form of life below us, they follow the laws of creation naturally, why can't it be sa human being na we follow it naturally and we punish it furthermore? So
Yeah.
siguro mas malayo ang narating natin. Kasi yung animals parang they have this program designated na hanggang ito yung form of nila evolution. But
Yeah.
the unique of the human species is we are given the power to leap forward. Parang pwede tayong Kung the more tayo nagsisipag sa pag-aaral, the more na nag-e-expand ang consciousness natin, the more nag-accelerate ang evolution natin. While sa animals, it's by their instinct, yung evolution nila. Tayo, we have that power to accelerate or degenerate. Yun nga.
As
The bottom line is, yun, naiinggit yung animal sa atin, sila kasi pina-follow nila tayo. There's something wrong or I don't
yeah.
know.
I mean,
Yun
it's
nga.
we're on the stage of tinatawag natin consciousness evolution.
Yes.
Then ang human being that we're sentient being, we're capable to
Yeah.
think. So we're capable. So nasa different stage tayo ng evolution compared to the animal, plants, and viruses, the flora, fauna, and microorganisms of evolutions or consciousness evolution. Kasi they only follow the directives or flow of the creational natural laws, right? Like the
Yes.
fauna or the
Fauna.
flora,
Correct.
ganon. 'Di ba? So pag nag-overpopulate sila, there's always a prey to balance everything, ganon. But of
Yes.
course, everything has an action and reaction. So human beings also because of that nasabi natin kanina, those false belief, false philosophy, half truth,
Yeah.
and propaganda, etc., etc. And they just base the reality according to the dogmas or belief system na ginawa din ng mga tao, 'di ba, to control them, 'di ba? Or limit them or their power, and then they forget to observe the
Mm.
nature and base the decision according to natural ways or natural laws,
Mm.
'di ba? Like yun nga na, but of course the universe and our planet of course has its own tinatawag na counterbalance, 'di ba? So that's
Mm.
why there always equilibrium. So like for example, we destroy the planet and of course tayo din naman titira dito, then we will suffer the
Mm.
consequences until we confront the truth, ganon, and then we realize, oh, masama palang i-destroy tong planet na to, ay masama palang pumatay ng tao, ay masama palang gawin to, ganyan, ganyan, abusuhin ito, blah, blah, blah. Because we were going to confront the truth. And then, those people na creating those kinds of misery or yung mga, sinasabi natin, quote-unquote, mga evilness na sinasabi natin, they only did it to themselves, di ba? And they will realize when they face the death, of course, the death,
Mm.
and then there's a flashback of realization na anong ginawa ko dito sa mundo, 'di ba? And they
Mm.
destroy their psyche, blah blah blah, etc. And there will be a realization. So ganun din tayo, yung mga kahit na we destroy this planet, the universe will moves on, 'di ba? We're just going to move to different planet. Ganun ba, our evolution will continue. So my point is that's why it's very important to meditate, observe the natural laws, the universal laws, and the nature within us, na nakapaligid lang sa atin, and try to learn from them. Try to
Yeah.
meditate from them. Diba? Try to find the connection, the inner balance, that oneness for everything that exists, that we need to coexist, 'di ba? As a
Yes.
being, as a one universe, kanon. So therefore, if we see something that like yung mga nakikita natin ngayon, and then we just find out na yung gagawin ko pala ngayong araw na ito or sa mundong ito, sa buhay ko na to, it gagawin ko rin sa sarili ko, and then sa mga tao nakapaligid sa akin. So lahat kasi
Mm.
may cause and effect eh. 'Di ba?
Mm.
Lahat 'yan naka-record yan sa ating consciousness block ng ating mundo. So lahat 'yan may cause and effect. May galaw at kanting galaw. So isipin natin muna, ano ba yung galaw na gagawin natin? Either positive or negative. It always has a counter effect, 'di ba? May galaw at ganting galaw. So, 'yun. We need to be conscious on what we're doing, 'di ba? So, yun lang. I think malapit na rin tayong matapos, bro. So, I think we should finish number 20 and 21 kasi it's very important too. And then we should finish our live streaming. So, number
Okay.
20, basahin mo na lang, bro, and 21.
Yeah. 21. The joy comes from the inner of the human being, created from the spiritual and conscious-based equalizedness. So, yun nga, may nabasa ako, may naalala ako dito
Yung
na,
20 din, bro. Yung if a human being.
20. Sorry. If a human being is happy, then his or her happiness comes from within. Because happiness is a self-created state, but happiness is never a location. Joy comes from the inner of the human being, created from the spiritual and conscious-based equalizedness.
Yeah.
So, ang say ko dito is, sa mga ano natin, sa mga may buhay mag-asawa, na pag dumarating tayo sa bahay, hahalikan natin sa pisngi or sa lips ng ating asawa. Bakit daw we tend to close our eyes? Yun ang sabi. Bakit if we hug badly, we tend to close our eyes? Parang ang sinasabi is, the real meaning and the real happiness is not from what we see. Na pag hinalikan mo, kasi pag halikan mo, duduli ka. Pag kino-close mo ang eyes mo or nag-hug ka sa isang partner mo, kino-close mo ang eyes mo because happiness is felt from inside. Yun yung totoo. So, it's not yung parang sa labas na parang it makes you happy. It's temporary. Kasi yung mga bagay-bagay na nakikita nating material na it tends to make us happy. Yung mga relo or mga luxurious na bagay. May ano siya eh, may kumbaga may expiration time siya. Ito eh, meron akong magandang relo. After some time na ginamit mo, it loses the power. Kunya Rolex, binigyan ka. Yes, maganda isang araw, dalawang araw, 1 week, 1 month. But after some time, it loses the power of the term luxury para sa akin kasi parang ang sinasabi lang naman yan is time. Kumbaga parang after a year, may bagong model na naman na mas maganda. So ano yun, maghahabol tayo dun sa model na temporary happiness lang. Or what if binigyan tayo ng isang bagay na hindi naman siya luxury, but it has a good symbolism na parang itong particular bagay na to, binigay ito sa panahon na ganito, that it reminds us of something very, very special. So, it transcends the value even more. Kasi meron kang nilagay na sentimental value doon sa bagay na yun. Kahit na hindi siya ganun kalakihang presyo. Pero yung sentimental value na yun, it's priceless. So, you feel it from inside. Kumbaga, nakita mo yung object, but it reminds you of the place, the time, the way it was presented to you. It lasts a lifetime. Parang it will be in your memory. It will be in your heart. So, it speaks na the inner happiness, it's sa loob. You generate it, you create it. So, sa mga sitwasyon na nag-present sa'yo, naging masaya ka, it created a feeling inside of you. While kontra doon sa bibili ka lang ng gamit na dahil sabi ng masa, pag binili mo to, may status symbol ka. Pero after nun, parang it loses its power after some time.
Yeah.
But the more yung mga sentimental na bagay, it carries with you hanggang sa mamamatay ka kasi dala-dala mo yun. Kahit na hindi siya ganun ka-pricey, but for you, it's priceless because it has memory, it has an everlasting effect sa feelings mo. Eh yun sa akin, bro.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's like for example, yung nakita ko yung example, a guy, punta siyang trabaho, nakita niya yung, naglalakad lang siya sa umpisa sa kanyang work, and then nakita niya yung bisikleta, sana magkaroon ako ng bisikleta para yun, maging masaya ako, madali ako makapunta sa work. And then, nang nagkaroon siya ng bisikleta, nakakita naman siya ng kotse. Sana nagkaroon ng kotse para So it's like if you base your happiness on the externality or material desire or material form, ganun, hindi ka mawawala. I mean, it's temporary, gaya ng sinabi ni Richie, at hindi ka mawawala ng gusto o yung wants mo. Kasi it never ever fulfill that true happiness within you if you base everything into external or material desires or things na you want. Ganun. That's why itong pag-aaral natin is very important to nourish our inner self and innermost self. 'Di ba? Kasi
Mm.
those happiness, true happiness, it comes within our inner self or innermost self. So those state na pwede nating likhain, 'di ba, as a creative energy being. 'Di ba? So, lilikhain natin yung totoong kapayapaan, pag-ibig, kalayaan, kasiyahan sa ating sarili because it's a state of our consciousness na kailangan nating unawain, 'di ba? At pag-aralan also. That's why our thoughts, we need to be thoughts kasi everything nangyari yan sa thoughts eh. And either you are aware or unaware kung ano yung pinoprogram natin sa ating consciousness, of course, it affects our inner reality, 'di ba? So like for example, if we program our consciousness with fear, with sadness, with guilt, with uh, all negative thoughts, of course, yun din yung magiging feelings mo eventually, and that will be your makeup, your programming to your life as magiging values mo yan, 'di ba? Like for example, sabi nga we need to look after our thoughts because thoughts become feelings and feelings become actions, and that actions become a habit, and that habits become as your character, 'di ba?
Mm.
That's why it's very important sa atin na we need to be conscious, mindful doon sa pinapasok natin sa inner natin. 'Di ba? Sa ating thinking, umpisa pa lang 'yan, and our psyche, and to our inner self. 'Di ba? That's what's very important in a day to find the balance sa mga nangyayari sa'yo. 'Di ba? Kasi you go to work, you meet different people, you meet with different circumstances, experience, ganon. It can be negative or positive experience, and it builds up your feelings, 'di ba? That's why if you know and if you understand how it works, 'di ba? Okay, I need to convert those kinds of energy of feelings or thoughts into positive, gana, or neutral positive, and then you can convert thing also into true happiness, 'di ba? I mean, it's like
Yes.
we had the power eh. We had the power to
Mm.
program ourselves, 'di ba? Of course, we should not also deny din yung mga feelings na mga sad or negative feelings, ganun. Kasi it also give an insight for the positive feelings. You know, there's always a counterpart eh. That's why you do the conversion sa sarili mo. Ganon.
Mm.
Mm. That's why we study also this spiritual teaching o itong
Mm.
creative energy teaching because it's all based on our consciousness evolution. 'Di ba? And to finding balance, to find the truth, find the true happiness, the freedom, the love, ganon, the harmony, the joy that we are capable to create.
Mm.
As long as you find the balance within you. Mm.
Yeah.
Yun, bro.
Yun yun nga, yung sabi mo nga sadness, naalala ko yung isang professor namin sa philosophy na, "What do you think of tragedy? What do you think of sadness? Is it really that gloomy?" Ta's nagbigay siya ng example na, if you watch a drama and then that drama turns out to be funny, hindi siya ka-drama-drama, walang lesson, masaya ka ba manood nun? Although naiyak, kumbaga parang masaya ka ba sa ano, parang, "Hindi sir, pangit." Gano'n. Pero 'pag nanood kayo ng talagang mga Grammy Awards powerful drama, lumabas kayo sa sine na na-touch kayo, naiyak kayo. Was the movie worth it? Do you feel, fulfilled, or do you feel a lesson learned, and then at some point parang may konting appreciation, gladness kayo? "Ah, yes sir, yes sir." That's the meaning of the true tragedy and sadness, na you will learn something, the art of letting go, na hindi lahat ng panahon, lahat masaya. May time na may kakambal yan na malungkot, parang season. So, you have to appreciate the time na masaya yung isang panahon and be ready pag dumating yung panahon na may tragedy or sadness, na it's part of life, hindi natin maiiwasan. So,
Well,
bumalik siya sa movie. If you will see the movie like that, huwag kayo masyadong maapektuhan. Just learn from what it is. And it will make life beautiful. So, yun. Parang naano kami dun sa
yeah.
message na yun.
Well, that's the beauty of movement, 'di ba? Or yung movement, yung paggalaw. 'Di ba? There's
Yeah.
always a volatility. Kasi pag straight line yan, wala nang movement. You're dead. 'Di ba? It's
Yes, yes.
very like 'di ba sa doon sa medical apparatus, 'di ba?
Mm.
The straight line
Yep,
is
yep.
you're dead. But if it's volatile
Mm,
up and down and still you are alive. That's why it's very
mm,
important, guys, sa atin na nag-aaral. Enjoy the volatility of life, 'di ba?
yep.
And now we're telling you that we have the power to convert those negative into positive and positive to negative, They're all connected and they are one together, 'di ba?
Yeah.
So use that creation consciousness-based power to balance everything or equalize everything and use it for your own further evolution. Yeah. And
Yeah.
those things, 'di ba, yung mga nasabi namin or mga talakayan natin, use this, to better yourself, because you are free. Malaya tayo na gawin lahat ang bagay. But of course, for being free, hindi ibig sabihin we are really do everything we want, di ba? Or the hell
Yeah.
we want. Of course, remember, there's always a cause and effect. There's always a counter reaction for the things that we do and our decision. But of
Yeah.
course, the all part of our learning and evolution. So, we just keep carry on striving, 'di ba? And regardless whether we like it or not, we will face a lot of variances of problems in life, obstacles. But as long as you understand, natutunan mo, na you had that consciousness power and that's creative energy na nagmula pa sa universal consciousness of creation, and that's the reason alone which brings you true happiness and gratefulness, 'di ba, na wow, I am this spirit being, I am the universe. I'm the creation and something like that, and then that brings idea na okay, I'm really multi-dimensional, I'm so eternal and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Well, that's true happiness, diba? So to understand those things, na it brings you true peace and freedom, ganun, and love. Yun lang. So I think that's it, bro. Any final thoughts before we depart for today?
Yun lang sa ating mga audience is hanapin nyo yung truth, and if it leads you here, uh, you are welcome to share your thoughts. So, yun lang naman ang ano namin is we don't force everyone, we don't force everyone. It's up to an individual thing to find the truth out there, and we are suggesting na go in the nature, be with the nature, and you will discover many things about nature, especially the creational laws of nature. Yun lang muna.
Yeah, true. We are all part of nature. That's why we should be with nature. Yeah, and then
Yep, yep.
yeah, keep listening, comment your questions, or share this to other people also if they think it will benefit them. If you think it's not, then don't do it. But we're happy to share this information to everybody, especially to Filipino community.
Filipino community.
Yeah, and we had a Figo Philippines that you can visit our website, phfigo.org, and then you can join our public meeting every Friday, 8 p.m. Manila time. See ya and peace to everybody.
Salome, everybody.
Salami. Bye-bye. All right, bro. That's it. Hello?
Yes.
That's a good,
Yan, salamat.
good, good,
Good topic.
good topic. All right, just stop the recording.
Recording stopped.
Okay, enjoy your night, bro, and then see you next
Ikaw,
time.
bro. Yeah. Magaling ka
Yeah.
din, bro.
Okay, ikaw
Tayong
din.
dalawa pala.
All right,
Sige,
bye-bye.
sige.
Bye-bye.